Who that?
Cocaine.
What's the word, gang? It's your boy Cocaine Reaction. I'm back with another banger of a video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, gang. Road to 300 subscribers. It's a slow grind, of course. I appreciate everybody who been tapped in with me, man. I'm keeping this going, man. Shout out to Lapeef and his network and the panel. Ask a Brother podcast, man. He came on this panel and straight devoured. I mean, black therapist from Philly, married. There's not too much you can say about him. I mean, you know, they always, you know, pooped on the Godfather. I'm trying to work on my cussing. I cuss a lot, you know what I mean? So, but they pooped all over Kevin Samuels and his analogies and the things he talked about when it comes to dating. But Ask a Brother podcast said everything so eloquently. They couldn't argue, bro. They couldn't argue. Just had to sit there and soak it in and listen, because the brother was spitting facts, and you can't discredit his credentials, because not only is he a black therapist, but he also married. So he know the game because he was in it and he found his mate. Shout out to him. But let's get right into it, man. Shout out to the Lapeef Network and the whole team over there. Let's do it.
He has very little to offer most single women. So he has to learn what women want and obtain it and become it. By default, a woman who's getting the attention up front, because her value is up front, if you are a poor mate selector, by the time you've gotten to 30, 32, 35, 40 plus, a woman that refuses to adjust to the type of man that she wants is effectively the equivalent of a male incel, involuntary celibate.
I was about to say that a large group of them women believe that they're the prize, so they don't even know anything about going to go gain access to a particular plethora of man or a class of man. If they're already predisposed to think that they're the prize.
If they're in an echo chamber all day hearing that they're tens and, oh, you don't have to adapt for a man, you let them come after you, then yeah, of course you're going to yield those results every time. And I think that's the main issue, is that, you know, we talked about the communications, and women don't really care to listen to men. They don't want to believe what it is that men tell them. And then they're constantly reinforced that they are doing the right thing and the men are doing the wrong thing. But we've told these women on the panel, not in depth in particular this show, but different panelists that have came on over and over and over again, that you're going to have to make some adjustments. And it does take humility, like you said, but most people aren't willing to, because they feel like they're doing the right thing. They're not really trying to hear what men are saying. And I've mentioned the word competitive, and people will get extremely angry because I said the dating market is competitive.
You know what's crazy? I don't understand how women don't think they got to compete for what they want. Like, there's nothing in life that you don't do that you don't have to like, you have to compete for everything that you want in life. The best job you want, you got to out hustle everybody else to get it.
He ain't lying.
That man is no different. I don't understand how women, like, men know they gotta chase. Men know they gotta compete to get the woman that they want. That's not even a question. But the fact that women are so deluded in their mind to think that they don't have to do nothing, a man just gonna appear and love them for them, is insanity. We all have to grow and be different people to get what we want and get ahead for the life that we want. It's work. Why do people think they don't have to work for? You gotta work for everything else in your life, but you automatically think you don't have to work in a relationship. You don't have to work in a marriage. How else do you sustain it if you ain't doing nothing but just living in it and not working for it? It's insane, bro.
Message.
It's insane.
But women don't feel the need or have the humility
It's insane, Trev,
for men in a competitive market. If you won't compete in a field that's competitive, what result can you possibly get?
Nothing. Shit.
Well, if when you turn 18, you had access to men that was your age, in their 20s, in their 30s, and in their 40s.
Yep.
And that primarily was offered to you specifically because of your biology and not something you had to earn.
My nigga.
You've now had 12-year run of not having to work for attention that's naturally going to be granted to you.
Facts.
Anybody, if I was a woman, I'm sure my mindset would have been very different than what it is as a man.
Wait, hold on.
I get and understand. I get and understand that.
I got to expose you to something before you go there on the youth. We
Okay.
done did it many times, but I'm gonna let the women question you on this.
Okay.
Because when you talk about a woman becoming 18 and having access to different brackets, age groups of men because of her biological position, her youth, and all these other stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can debunk it or you're gonna actually substantiate it, maybe. But
Okay.
there's this frontal lobe argument.
Mhm.
You heard of it? I don't
Yeah.
I don't need to say nothing more, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, this, regardless of the development of the frontal lobe and who's develops faster and all this other stuff, I guess the main point I was trying to bring up is you typically had a run that your 18-year-old male counterpart didn't.
Facts.
He had
Facts. This brother, bruh. We all know that most young men do not have the same amount of cachet and pull that a young woman have when it comes to the opposite sex. It is so difficult for young dudes because they broke. It is so difficult for young dudes to get women and retain a woman because guess what? That 18-year-old girl is gonna go. She gonna go mess with the 25-year-old dope boy on the rims in the brand new caddy. You know what I'm saying? Coming to pick her up. Like, she gonna go mess with him with the bread before she mess with the dude that she grew right up beside on the dirt road or up the street. Just because he broke. She think he ain't worth nothing. I'm gonna go over here where the money reside, You know what I'm saying? That's actual facts, bro. We just different. Men and women are different. Men have to earn their value and women are born with it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
It's to build up his value.
Women.
So if the 18-year-old man effectively has very little to offer most single women.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to learn what women want and obtain it and become it. By default, a woman who's getting the attention up front because her value is up front. If you are a poor mate selector, by the time you've gotten to 30, 32, 35, 40 plus, a woman that refuses to adjust to the type of man that she wants is effectively the equivalent of a male incel.
Let him cook!
Involuntary celibate.
Yep.
Involuntary celibate is a male.
That's actual facts. This Bo lady be straight tweaking, bro. I'm gonna be all the way a stack. Bo and Lashia, and I think Lashia is married. Lashia, I'm sorry, ma'am, if I'm getting your name wrong, but some of the points they be, it's that girl code ish, bro. Like, we all got work to do. Men, women, we all have work to do.
Message.
If we want to get which, Lord, I pray for my kids, but if we ever wanted to get back to a place where families are the center of society, and especially the black society, the black community, then we have to get on the same page. That thinking that, girl power, girl is right-ish is the reason why it's so effed up now. That feminist shit. Like, at the end of the day, we all need each other. Men need women, women need men. There is no separation because, as we can see, the separation is what got it the way it is now. Fucked up. I had to curse right there. Like, I'm just saying, it's messed up because that, like I said, that girl code is, bro. That's ruining the community, bro.
That can't get access to women, and he refuses to do something about it.
Right. Damn. Yep.
So
Facts.
that loser over there to the left, that guy, that's not that no woman's checking for.
Yep.
And he's refusing to put the work in to adjust to the market of what women's expectations are, so that he can get not only the caliber of woman that he wants, but access to women, period.
Yep.
Because you're a woman by default, you're going to get attention from
every nigga.
Was it the 400-pound life? When you 400, 500-pound life, where them people be on the show and they got to tear down the door to carry them out. All them big women was never single.
Having men. I
there
swear.
was still a man in there.
I swear, bro.
So you getting access to a man is not a flex.
Facts.
You getting access to the man that you want is the challenge.
Facts.
So if you can't do that,
That boy is good.
as a woman that's been getting access to men since 18, you are the equivalent to that.
Facts.
So until you're willing to make that adjustment, That's why your outcome is what it is.
Bro.
I'll never have men or women come into my office and they walk out thinking society and the world has to change
for
so
them.
that I can live life.
Right.
You have to point the greatest success you can make is to make it your responsibility, even if it's not.
That's facts.
If it went wrong, there's something I have to do different.
Mm-hmm.
In my marriage, in my kids, in my friendships, in my relationship, the oness is on me.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Let me test your logic real quick on that. It's gonna be really quick. Are you saying that if a woman desires a man that prefers or require a woman to be 140 pounds, but she's 200, are you saying on the record that she need to go lose weight?
Facts.
Yes.
Emotional, damn it.
Facts.
Thank you.
Hold on. If this is the man she wants,
yeah, I know. I agree with you. I just wanted to go on the record.
Yeah, because only in America can we say only America can we say the type of job and salary that we want, but we don't want to have to show up for the interview and want to show up late and make our own rules.
It's crazy.
Everywhere else in your life, if you wanted the degree, how many credits did you have to take?
Mm-hmm.
How many classes did you have to do?
Mm-hmm.
You wanted that job? How many interviews did you have to go through?
Hello.
What's the uniform? How many times do you have to be in the office?
Right.
Everywhere else in your life, there are steps and protocols and things that will lead you to the outcome you want.
Facts.
But then when it comes to the man that you want there to be no rules.
Crazy.
Take me as I am.
Crazy. 5150.
Take me as I am.
Shout out Corey. 5150. It's crazy. You have to work for every other thing in your life. I'm talking about everything. Job, you gotta work for that car you drive, you gotta work for that house you in, you gotta work, you gotta hustle, you gotta get it out the mud to get what you want. That's men and women. But on the woman's side, because men naturally gonna work to get a woman because of what they want. Of course, we know what they want. But they gonna work, they gonna, put some work in to get her regardless. They feel like they don't have to do nothing and they supposed to get the top echelon of man. It's insane. It's insane that you feel like you just supposed to lay on your back and be pretty and don't got to do nothing to get what you think that you want in a man, but you want him to have to work his ass off for you. It's insane, bro. I stress insane because if y'all really think about it, it's insane. I'm just saying, bro.
And then nobody else
Shout out
wants.
to the doctor,
J.
bro.
Block.
Shout out.
So I know this might be a little bit off the direction that you're going.
Yeah.
But what is your thoughts on the panderer phenomenon? And I've been trying to study it right now. But in terms of how are these people that get behind the microphone and pander able to captivate such a large audience so consistent?
Mm-hmm.
They want to hear lies.
That large audience can go and look at the facts and see that this guy is playing on your feelings and still turn you into a paying client.
Derek Jackson. Dr.
Because
Brian lady.
advertisers know that it's easier to sell to women and children.
He ain't lying.
So if advertisers know that, people that want to get on these platforms know that as well.
That's facts.
So if you know that I think it's like 80% of the consumer debt is women. They know they'll spend the money. They know that they'll be on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And they know they would love to jump into somebody telling them what they want to hear, even if it's not true.
That's facts.
They know that. My argument is to put women on game to what's going on. If everything that's coming out of a man's mouth makes you feel good, you should be running.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Unless you think you're perfect.
Which ain't nobody
Unless
perfect.
you think you're perfect and there's nothing to change. At some point, you should hear something that kind of pricks you. Like, oh, I need to tighten up. I need to change that about myself. That's an area I need to grow in.
Mm-hmm.
If the guy or the man or woman with the microphone is always saying the blame is the other party, the blame is the men,
Yep.
It ain't you. You're never going to get the, like, as a therapist, if you came in for 6 months and I agreed with you, all your problems is everybody else but you, what do you have to change?
Right.
Let's take your morals off the table.
Sure.
If you were making
this doctor, see this, like, instead of them F boys, F girl, all that, this is the type of people we need talking to our people. We need brothers like this. Married man, like I say, married, therapist, a part of his community, in his community, every day on the ground doing what he got to do. This is the type of stuff we need to hear, even though they don't care. To me, ain't none of these women on this panel listening to nothing he's saying for real. But he is absolutely spitting real truth to the issues that women have with finding what they're looking for. It's not always him. If you'd have been in 1,500 relationships and all of them end, when are you going to look at yourself and be like, damn, I might be the problem? Like, they never think that I might be an issue. You know what? Maybe I need to sit down somewhere. I might be the problem. Maybe I need to go to therapy and get myself together before I decide to hop back in a relationship. Nah, they'll just keep getting these demons from different boys, different dudes coming up in them, literally. You know what I'm saying? It's insane, dog. It's insane.
Decision to come into as a podcaster, and your sole focus and your only priority and importance was to make as much money as you can. Would you come in the field that you're in, or as a panderer? Take your morals off the table. A panderer, right?
Pander, for sure. Yeah. You trying to get money.
That confirms.
And I know with one, and they actually do it now with men and women. With now they're telling men and women what each side wants to hear, which is what's driving the gender war thing even worse. So now you have this whole market of podcasters, red pill space, black pill space, where it's everything that's wrong in society is because of women. That's how they're marketing it.
Yep.
And now the guys who's not getting the success that they want in the dating market, the issue is the women.
Facts.
So that's the reason for why I can't get the type of woman I want. It's because of the women.
Right.
If the women was better, then everything will be fine.
It's
everybody. Side, all the issues are men.
It's everybody.
Men ain't men no more. The reality is that we all got work to do.
Facts.
But to me, if you become more aware of the propaganda and indoctrination and the attempts to pander to you,
brother,
you'll actually know when politicians are lying to you, when life coaches are lying to you, when podcasters are lying to you. Now you see through it.
Message.
And you'll know it because if you watch enough of their material, they will never speak on certain issues or issues pertaining to certain sexes.
That's facts.
It'll be obvious. So the guys that's going on tour and they sound like they a poet and they say this stuff on stage, but not one time has he ever said something about what a woman needs to change. He's telling her it sounds good. Women fall in love with what they hear. Men fall in love with what they see.
Facts.
So this is why when they want to market to men, OnlyFans, sex sells. They know how to market to us. How do they market to y'all? Tell y'all what y'all want to hear. If you start to learn this and start from an intellectual state, start breaking down why I believe what I believe, and start is the outcomes of what I'm having currently what I want, you'll have to start relooking in. I got to change something. Who I'm listening to, who I'm influenced by, who I'm going to for help and support. It changes the game.
Real talk, man. Shout out to Lapeef Network, man. Shout out to that brother, man. That brother was absolutely spitting truth. I just enjoy people who really care. It seemed like that man genuinely care. He really care about the community. So do I. Like I said, I got black children. You know what I'm saying? They got to grow up in this. I was fortunate enough to find their mama at a young age. Me and my wife been together since I was 24, 25 years old. We've been together for the past 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Married for almost 5. Like, it's something special in that. It's something special in knowing, like, you know somebody got your back. You know what I mean? And the problem is that women have been through so much turmoil with their past and issues. They don't know how to let that issue go and move on to something positive in their life. Positive men are boring. You need boring in life. Boring is stable. Women want chaos a lot of the time. Or I ain't gonna say all women, but some women want chaos a lot of the time. That's why they opt out of the boring life, the white picket fence, the dog, the everyday repetitive work, home, cooking for the kid. Like, they get tired of it and they want to go back to the streets because it's fun to them. They want to have fun. They're not in it for their duty. They're in it for the happiness and fun, which is ridiculous because you signed up for a life of raising children and being a helpmate. Once you had kids and got married and all that, like, that's what you signed up for. And men signed up to lead. But I can't lead somebody who's not leadable. How am I gonna lead you if you won't listen in the first place? Shout out to that brother, man. Like I said, shout out to Lapeef. That brother absolutely speak truth. I'm definitely finding his YouTube and following him. Y'all make sure y'all go do the same because this brother speak absolute truth. I appreciate what he do. I appreciate Lapeef and his panels. They always give me good. Them women though, they weren't listening. Like everybody was in their phones or they staring, but they ain't really like they not soaking up that game. Like he really was speaking some real you feel me? But shout out to them, man. It's your boy Cocaine. Till next time. Peace.
Now we can settle this like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.